American dream, and then some unwelcome guests show up in your home. We're talking about bugs, not the in-laws. Our next guest designs homes with all the best upgrades, affordable, and they don't have pests. Why? Well, let Robert Marsh from Cottage Classics tell us about this unique feature in their homes, among other things. Good morning.
Good morning, Deborah.
All right, a lot of us, to get rid of bugs, we go to the traditional route of exterminating, and we spray stuff in our rooms. You all spray stuff someplace else. Tell us about this. This is really interesting.
We do. When we build our homes, we build in a special feature. It's a take system from the home team. And what that does is it takes these little tubes, we put them in the wall, we put an outlet on the outside of the home, and these tubes go throughout the interior walls in the home. The purpose of these is to keep the pesticide inside the wall so the bugs can be killed where they live before they get into the home. What this does, it's going to improve the air quality because you don't have the pesticides that are running throughout your home, and also you don't risk your children and your pets, your cats, your dogs, everything that lives in your home to these chemicals. They're good for killing bugs, but they're probably not the best thing for yourself, your kids, and your animals.
Yeah, and the good thing about this too is that if you need to have it refreshed or whatever, you don't necessarily have to be home. The person can just come by without you being there and take care of the job.
Exactly. The home team, they roll up. This guy brings his equipment out, comes out to this little gizmo on the outside of the house, shoots in his chemicals, shoots a little nitrogen to get it all the way through the home. But the nice important thing about this is never has to call you, never has to make an appointment. He shows up, he does it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't lose an hour out of your day driving home and driving back to the office.
Yeah, because it's not exposed to sun, it can last longer.
Exactly.
Before we get to some of the other features that you all have at your homes, explain to folks how Cottage Classics is able to give these tremendous upgrades. Like in the kitchens, you have all these wonderful things in granite and all that type of stuff. How you're able to do that, yet at an affordable price.
You know, we really manage our costs very, very well. We've been very fortunate to live in some pretty nice homes, and our philosophy is to take the features out of these homes, put them down on a little smaller basis, and put them into our starter homes, smaller homes, a smaller footprint, a more economical package. And one of the areas that we sort of pack with lots of features is the garage. A lot of people, it's not the first thing they think about when they're buying a new house, but it's one of the areas that we actually start with. And so if you look at the things such as the epoxy floor, the slat wall storage on the sides, one of the things is people have a tendency not to park their cars in their garage. A garage was meant to park their cars, but with all the junk and stuff that they live on the floor of their garage, they don't park their cars, leaving the cars susceptible to break-ins in their neighborhood. With our garage, we have a hanging storage system that will hold about 600 pounds, and you put all your stuff up there. You take your tools, you put them on the slat wall on the side of the garage here, and all of a sudden you got a beautiful space to park your garage, and there's as much time and attention in your garage as we put in the rest of the house.
Yeah, and Robert, how many of those can you do, by the way?
Probably 2 or 3 at least, but I'll give it my best shot.
All right.
Maybe next time we can do 3.
Yeah, let's talk about also the garage door opener, because some people still have the garage doors that they have to open themselves, and they're not so safe around children and things. So this way, it just takes, all that off of you.
Exactly. It's just a standard feature in our garages. And one of the other neat features we put in our houses, I don't know if you've ever had a toilet that broke or a sink that broke, and you had to shut off the water of the entire house. With the manifold system that we put into the house, you find the particular item that is broken, you turn it off, you call us, we send somebody out, he fixes it, but meanwhile all the other water in the rest of the house is working.
All right, I know a lot of people watching right now are thinking, gosh, I would love to be able to buy a new home, but the current credit market right now is a little crazy, and they think they have to have perfect credit to do it, but you all want people to get into these homes, and you're going to help them kind of get in.
Exactly. A lot of people they're just worried about, well, maybe I can't qualify. They hear all this negative stuff in the news, what they read in the paper. The long and the short is credit is available. Bond programs are available that can provide your complete down payment. You can get into a house with no money down, because what we'll do is if you qualify for the bond program, we'll actually pay for all of your closing costs.
That's amazing. You have an event coming up called Get Qualified. Tell us what that entails and when that's happening.
Sure, we're out here this weekend from 11 to 2 in the Chateau Woods neighborhood. We're offering free credit reports. If you come up and you fill out one of our Get Qualified forms, we'll also give you a $50 gift card, and we'll provide $5,000 towards your closing costs, and that's on top of already highly discounted homes right here in this neighborhood.
The last time you guys were on, we showed a feature in the kitchen that dealt with how to sweep up crumbs. Tell people about what that feature is, because I just can't get over it. I love it.
That is a really cool feature. You actually see the box here in the garage. This is where we have a vacuum system, a built-in vacuum system in the walls in the house. And so you have outlets throughout the home. You plug in a hose and you can vacuum things up. It goes out in the garage. In the kitchen, a really special feature is we have a kick plate at the bottom of one of the cabinets. And let's say you sweep up a broken glass. If one of your kids drops a glass container, it shatters. You simply sweep it all up. You hit the kick plate. You shove it in. It pulls it out. It puts it in this canister in the garage. That's also very important for your air quality because you're not recirculating all the dust and mites that come out of your carpet. It all gets thrown into the garage. You clean out the bag about once a year, but it's a really neat feature to have built into your house. You see it on million-dollar homes. Rarely, if ever, have I ever seen it in a $250,000, $300,000 home, and we put it standard in our homes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for showing us those unique features. To find out more about these luxury-style homes, you can call 832-736-HOME, 832-736-HOME. That works out to be 832-736-4663, or log on to cottageclassicstx.com. Coming up, is it time to quench your thirst with a little summer cocktail? We got one for you when we come back.